Hello, welcome to Add Hit Profits. The reason I'm doing this on Ezybonds is because it's a new way to deposit and withdraw your money from Add Hit Profits. As long as you have deposited with Ezybonds, you can also withdraw. If you have not, then you cannot use Ezybonds until you do make a deposit into Add Hit Profits. There's been a lot of questions on how to join and how this works. So I'm going to make a short video here and showing everybody how this works. Okay. Here at first we're going to start by clicking join now. And just so you know, if you already have an account with Ezybonds, you've had it when you're in another business or program, does not matter. You don't have to join again. You can use that account. Okay, it has nothing to do with that particular program. They just wanted you to join under their name so they would get credit for it. Now, what's really cool too, before I start with Add Hit Profits, okay, anything that we do as far as with Ezybonds into Add Hit Profits, the profit, the commissions that Add Hit Profit get does not go to the business. It also gets shared throughout the members. So if you can, everybody use Ezybonds. We all get credit for it. It's awesome. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do, and it's very important that you make everything correct and no misleading documents, because they will terminate your account or suspend it without warning, as it says in red there. Okay, everything here is pretty much standard. And yes, up here, if you speak a different language, excuse me, you just go up here and you click on this, and you can click any language which is adequate for you. Okay, Spanish, English, and many other languages. So I'm going to go down here and just go through this. It's simple. If you want to put, if you're referred by somebody, you can put it in here. Not mandatory. The only things that are mandatory here that we are doing is wherever you see this blue dot indicates a required field. So your first name, I just put something in there. Last name, and then your date of birth, your gender, female or male, your address. Okay, your address, your street address, maximum of 30 characters. That's required. All right. You do not need a second address. A city is required, and there's a city, whether it doesn't matter what country you're in, you have to have the city. Now you see here with the state, that's not required. That's because if maybe you're in another country, you have a province, you don't have a state. So that does not need to be filled out, nor does the postal code, because countries vary on what they have. Some countries have postal codes, some don't. So that's also not required. So when you're filling this out and you're not United States, don't worry about it. The only thing that's required is with the blue dot. And then, of course, select the country, which is going to give you exactly where you're at. Okay, that way, that's why the state and the postal code's not required, because you got to put the country that you're from. Okay, or what you're living in, I should say. It doesn't mean you're from that country. You could be living there and from another country. And then, of course, your email address, you got to repeat it. Your phone number with area code, and then another phone number with area code. And here, your contact phone number, area code, your contact number. It could be the same one. If you only have like a cell number, you don't have a home number, you can use the same number for both slots, okay? Okay, now here you have to upload information or documents, and it tells you up top, all right, like right here, identification type. You click here, you got to use a driver's license, a passport, a national ID card, a social security number. There's something here you can select. No matter what country you're in, you're going to have one of these available. Okay, and whichever one that you decide to select, like if I decide to select driver's license, when I choose a file, I got to put in my driver's license, a picture, scanned picture of my driver's license. Okay, and again, let's see here, select the country. All right, depending on where the information, your driver's license. I'm in Florida, so it's got to be United States. And then also here, the driver's license state, I'd put here because I picked driver's license. So I go here and put passport. I'm not going to have to put driver's license States there because I'm using the passport, but the identification number would be my passport number, and of course the country that I've got it. And then here, choosing a file would be for my passport. Okay, then on your second document, it can be a bank statement, a utility bill, a solicitor's letter, accountant letter, employee letter, teacher letter. They're pretty, lenient here on what you can use. So you should be able to have one of these available. It has to have your name on it, and it has to have the same address that you have put in up here. Okay, they have to match. And the reason for that, so it's proof that's where you live. And then your account information down here, you gotta select a currency, whether it's a Philippine peso, a Mexican peso, a euro, a Chinese, a Canadian dollar, US dollar. Of course, a username, a password, repeat your password, a security question. A security question could be anything. Your first dog, your best friend, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then you got to put the answer. Make sure you remember what you use for a username, password, and a security question. Okay? And then, you got these here. Click if you want to receive information. But then you don't have to do that one. The second one here, click to read and agree to all their terms and conditions. So you have to click this bottom one here. And then you got to click submit details. And it says right here it could take a few minutes depending on the size of the files. So do not close your browser or go to another page. Once you click submit, leave it there. Do not change pages. Don't do anything. Let it finish, okay? That is how you sign up. So if you're confused because it looks like it's for the United States, it's not. Just remember, all it needs to be filled in is where these blue dots are at. Now, if you are in the United States, sure, you can fill out the state, the postal zip code if you want. You do not have to. Okay? It's not a required field. All right? So that's how you sign up. Now I'm going to show you some information once you've signed up, because that's also can be confusing. It was for me at first. When you sign up, they email you the security code. Okay, that's something they email you once you've signed up. It's not something you get to select. So the security code is something that they have to choose for you. Okay, and then of course password that you have chosen yourself. So I know some people are going to say, "Oh, I see your security code." I don't care. You don't have my password. I got to figure it out. Okay, so it's all good. And I'm going to sign in. Now it's just showing you here what happens is when you do a bank deposit, it's going to show up pending as soon as you do it. Okay. So what I'm going to show you here, everybody's wondering, well, how do I enter my bank information? You don't have to enter your bank information till you actually do a deposit. Okay. Or if you actually want to do send funds, meaning sending funds back to your bank. So you go send to my bank, send to a bank account. That'd be to your bank account. Okay, that is the way you do that. So as far as deposit, I'm just gonna click here. You click whether you gotta do cash, check, or bank transfer. Bank transfer would be transferring money from your bank to theirs. A check by walking into their bank and depositing a check, or depositing cash. Okay, so if I click cash and then continue, and then you put in the US dollar amount, then you're going to continue. I'll just go ahead and do this. Now here, you guys see right here, this is very important, everybody. If you go to deposit into their bank, which is Bank of America, what you see right here, it says Bank of America if you're in the United States. If not, you go to your bank and you do a wire transfer. Okay? But the big thing that's important is right here. Even though I put $33, they're going to give you well, it's $1.50 is a fee, and then I'm going to do $3.97 add to it. So my total, even though I said $33, is $38.47. It's very important that you deposit that exact amount, because that is the way their system detects where it's supposed to go to, which account it's supposed to go into. Okay, now if you do a wire, yes, in the reference comments, you can put your reference number, which is also your ID number. Like when you join up, okay, my ID is 19229. All right, and then you get the deposit at 38.47. Make sure you do that exact amount. If it's 1 penny off, it's not going to go through. Okay, so this here is the most important thing when you do your deposit. All right, and what's going to happen once you've done that? Let me go here. Okay, then once you have gone through this and you've actually done the deposit, okay, you're going to get an email from Ezybonds, and it's going to give you the exact instructions right here. To complete the deposit, you must deposit the exact amount. If you're going to the bank, print this out and bring it with you, and it's got the exact amount, the bank, account number, SWIFT code, the whole 9 yards. All right. If I would have did it another way, I would have my bank in here information, as far as if I want to deposit into my bank, or if I wanted to do a transfer instead of picking cash. Right. Let me go back here for a minute. Go right here. If I would have put a bank transfer instead of cash, then I would have to put my bank name in there, country, and the deposit amount. And then when I would have got this information, my bank name would have been here, and bank location, and then of course their location and their information. So print this when you go to the bank, if that's what you're going to do, and that way you do the exact amount. And when you do a deposit into their account, the reference number, you cannot put that anywhere when you do a direct deposit. Like I did, if you go directly to the bank, it doesn't matter. If you can do it, but the big thing here, deposit amount, that has to be exact, and their system will pick it up automatically and know that it goes to your account and belongs to you. Okay, that's the whole thing as far as signing up with Ezybonds. It's awesome. Their fees are very minimal. Regardless if you put $40 in or $4,000, the fee is the same, which is nice for people that are going to put in larger amounts, because they don't get hammered with fees like you do with STP and PAYZA. It's very simple. You do not have to put any bank information in at all, zero, until you decide to do a withdrawal or a deposit. They do not store your information like that. Like in STP, you put all your information in. Here, all you do is put your personal information when you sign up, like I showed you. And then, people wonder, well, where's this frequently asked questions? If you go over here and you click to support, this is where you're going to find all their frequently asked questions. They got a whole list of frequently asked questions if you need help, okay? And I made this video up to show people, because I don't like frequently asked questions myself. So hopefully this will help you all out. Till next time, I have to make another video for Charles or anybody else that has suggestions. I'm here. Thanks a lot. Have a good